I don't care if you want MVP. Lamar Jackson, and I'm gonna reiterate my point. Lamar Jackson is Colin Kaepernick. Lamar Jackson is 2015 Colin Kaepernick. Like, come on. This I've seen it all before. Hell, I've seen it with Michael Vick. He is the exact same thing. The only difference is he runs it way more than these guys do. Like, for real. He's broken Vic's rushing record. He runs it way more than these guys do. Because he can't throw. I mean, if it's not to Mark Andrews, who's a slow, big, moving target, then who the hell is he going to throw to? Can he air it out? Are you crazy? The game's on the line. You think he's going to outgun Josh Allen? You're fucking nuts. Lamar rejected $250 million as a new contract. Good luck getting that somewhere else. Because the Ravens are stupid enough to even offer that. If Lamar is cut, say for example they don't even franchise tag him, and if Lamar is cut from the team, who the hell would want him? The Jets? Maybe. You want to play for the Jets? You want to play for the Jets? You want to play for Houston? You want to play for, I don't know what other shit team is about. I mean, I could say Philly, but they've actually made the playoffs. You want to play for Carolina? You want to play for, I don't know. You want to be the man in LA, fight with Baker for it? I mean, he's rubbish, and the money doesn't justify it. I don't care if you want MVP. Bloody hell, anybody can win the MVP in one good season. Believe me, it's nothing, man. But the Ravens, I expect them to go out immediately. I don't expect the Ravens to go anywhere at all. They're playing Cincinnati, and Cincinnati have one of the top 5 QBs in the AFC, probably in the league, Joe Burrow. So I expected that Cincinnati would cream them, absolutely send them home, and then the contract talks will begin. But it's more likely they'll just franchise him. They'll just franchise tag him. Makes no sense to give him a long-term deal. He can't prove his fitness anyway. The Bills, Josh Allen, beats the Patriots. I mean, I don't think I have to talk about that anymore. I don't think I have to talk about that any more than the result says. He aired it out twice. There were 2 kickoff returns. And, you know, how the hell do you counter it? It's the same like asking Brady how the hell did he counter Manning when he was at Indianapolis. There was no fucking way to do it. You just do what you can do. You know it's not going to be enough, no matter what you do. He is the Peyton Manning regen. It's clear. Who the hell can air it out like him? This guy can throw it for more than 100 yards easily without backlift. He is the best quarterback in the league. And there is no doubt about that. Josh Allen is number 1. Even though he wears a 17, he's the best quarterback in the league. And in maybe 5 years actually, we'll be touting him as probably the best to ever play. Enough of that. Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, Joe Namath, Steve Young, Montana. We're going to be saying Josh Allen. I'm telling you, he is absolutely fantastic. Bucks, Falcons. Bucks have been awful this season, and the Falcons got a win. Not really much to talk about. The Falcons have been rubbish for a couple of years, and they're just trying to rebuild at this point. The Bucks play like a team with a 45-year-old quarterback. It's simple as that, man. It is as simple as that. Dallas, this is where it pains me, because I'm a Cowboys fan. Dallas lost to the Commanders. It's not about the loss per se. It's about how they lost. And I'm gonna say this once as I end this segment before we turn over to a different topic. There is no way in hell that Dallas can win with Dak Prescott as their QB. I don't care what you want to say. Dak Prescott, and I'm going to incorporate all of this in one. If you know me when I do my Sunday shows with Sav, we speak about football, we speak about Man United, we speak about Marcus Rashford. Dak is like Marcus Rashford. They will give you some sort of consistency, but when it goes bad, it is awful. They are never consistent in their whole life. They will give you some sort of form, and you believe. They'll make you believe that, yes, this guy can do something. But when it comes to the big moments, and this guy disappears, or hides, or doesn't do anything, and then the next game is the same, and the next game. I mean, Dak has the most interceptions in the league, and he's missed 3 games. If that's not cause for concern, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I said it at the end of the last season when we got eliminated from San Francisco. Get rid of Dak, get rid of McCarthy, bring in Tomlin, and bring in Rodgers, and we would have the Super Bowl already wrapped up. It would just be a formality for the playoffs. But they didn't listen. You know, they kept McCarthy, who I think McCarthy's a bit soft. He doesn't know. Well, he's not soft. I shouldn't say that. That's a bad analogy. He's not soft. But he doesn't know how to use his aggression or his challenges or his timeouts. Take Jacksonville, for example. Why the fuck are you taking a timeout in the end of the game, leading to them sending this shit to overtime? We ended up losing in overtime. There's no reason for him to take a timeout. He takes a timeout for what? Right? It brings the question. Rodgers is the one that won the Super Bowl there. That wasn't McCarthy. That was Rodgers. Either way you want to flip it, that was Rodgers. Because if this is how McCarthy coached Rodgers, then God, well, he's the GOAT, man. This is, oh my Christ, man. And, you know, I know Jerry Jones says he's not going to fire him. And he says he's got Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn who are more coach material where he can just easily make a change. How the fuck that, man? Just pack that shit up and go. If it's not Sean Payton when McCarthy's gone, and it's not Mike Tomlin, I don't want a Dan Quinn or a Kellen Moore as my head coach. No, because that's going to be a transitional season, firstly. So we will be allowed to lose, and it will be okay, because it's his first year in this space. And I don't want that. I want somebody experienced. If it means losing Kellen or Dan, they go take up a head coach role somewhere else, and then coming back as a head coach, sure, I'm all good with that. But to throw them in like this, my crazy. But yo, hey, NFL, hey, the wildcard weekend's gonna be really, really good. Starts Saturday, I think it does. You know, Saturday at 4 on Seattle and San Francisco. That's going to be the first game. Then we got Saturday, as you know, the Chargers and Jacksonville as well. Sunday, the Dolphins play the Bills, so the Bills are already through. The Giants play the Vikings, the Giants are already through. And the Ravens play the Bengals are already through. These are some of the easiest games. Imagine if we had a picker. My Christ. And then Monday night, Cowboys playing the Bucs. Brady has never lost to Dallas, and Dallas have never won a wildcard game in 33 years. This game could not be more scripted. But anyway, man, when we come back, you know, NBA, some people getting $200 million contracts. A shout out to Nathan Jones. We'll be right back in 5.
Check out the station, feel like a sports education. Now the best news I come from Easy Sports, you know, from doing video, like and subscribe, don't pause. Sometime me I wonder to us. Not about Easy Sports, tune in for the offline tour, like and subscribe some more. With Jaxson Bryan and Randy Savage, me I talk about Easy Sports, tune in for the offline tour, like and subscribe some more. With Jaxson Bryan and Randy Savage, me I talk about Easy Sports.
Hey, thanks for staying. So yeah, let me just get through the contract thing real quick. Carlos Correa signed a $200 million contract over the weekend. Well, not over the weekend, we're midweek. Bloody hell. Yeah. Reason he signed that, and I'm not going to go into much detail. He already agreed $300 million with the Padres, $315 with the Mets. But his physical was not worth it. Let's say that. So he had to settle for less. That's poor. That's poor from a player of his caliber. That's actually poor. That's very poor. But you know, he's not playing for my team. The Pinstripes are winning it this year. I'm done. To the NBA. Man, I don't even know where to start, but we can start with the face of the NBA, Ja Morant. I don't care what anybody wants to say. This kid, he said Russell Westbrook is his idol, but this guy is Allen Iverson if he played in the modern game. I mean, come on. He is probably, he's probably the, I mean, he could be known as the MVP of the league, but no one would ever give it to him because, you know, he's not, I don't know, but he is one of the best players in the league, Ja Morant. Tonight, for instance, he's fantastic. 38 points tonight alone, 60% from 3-point range. He was brilliant tonight. He was fantastic again. And I know it's the Spurs. I know they're not all that good this year, but it's still an NBA class team. Greg Popovich is still the coach. I mean, come on, man. They were absolutely outrageous tonight, man. They were outrageous. I mean, he's got a lot of help from Steven Adams and Jaren Jackson Jr., who combined for 30 rebounds. But man, he is... Ja is probably one of the best. I mean, he's not probably. He is the face of the NBA. He will be the face of the NBA for years to come. No Jason Tatum, no Luka Doncic, no Trae Young, no Jordan Poole. Definitely gonna be Ja Morant. The Knicks. I mean, a lot of people don't want to talk about the Knicks, but you know, I'm gonna talk about the Knicks because I like making fun. Anyway, Jalen Brunson. He scored 44 last night. Well, not last night because technically that's yesterday. 2 nights ago, and they lost. You know, they lost. It really, really opened up that banter conversation for them. They won last night, technically. 119-113, beating the Pacers. And he went shooting lights out again, like 34 points, 75% from 3-point range. He was shooting 55% from the field. He had help from RJ, which is always good. You know, RJ is contributing. Randall, a bit more on the defensive side. He only got 16 rebounds when it comes to most valuable stat. I mean, he only had 14 points. So it wasn't bad. He had a double-double. But, you know, from Julius Randle, you expect him to score more points at that point, you know. Not just Brunson and Barrett getting over 20. Bad news for the Pacers. I want to speak about them. Tyrese Halliburton went off knee issue. I think it was. He was on crutches after the game. Just hope he gets fit as soon as possible. You know, because we be missing him. He's. I mean, the Pacers, they have a record above 500, and I think he's the only reason as to why. I mean, yeah, they got Buddy Hield as well, but come on. It's been Halliburton's world, and we're all just living in it right now. I mean, we have to be completely honest. The Bucks nearly effed up. And, oh my God, they nearly effed up last night. They were up by as much as 26. The Hawks made a 20-6 run. They tied the game. But luckily, the Bucks closed out the game on, I think it was a 13-2 run, 114-105. Giannis didn't score much. Giannis had 7 points. He had a double-double, though. That's the problem. You can't allow someone to score 7 points and have a double-double on you. 18 rebounds and 10 assists. You can't allow that anywhere. I mean, Splash Mountain, he put up 20. He hit the most threes on his team. He hit 4. I mean, Carter also hit 4, but based on percentage, Carter hit, quick maths, about 53%, and Lopez hit 66, so Lopez hit more, based on, you know, statistics. Drew Holiday was the leader, 27 points, and it's good that Drew's leading. You know, there are a lot of people who don't think Drew's all that good, but it's good that he's showing them that, you know, hey man, I'm not just defense or money, I can play ball. I can actually play ball, you know. The Hawks, there's a lot of things going on with the Hawks. You know, they brought in DeJounte Murray, partnered him with Trae Young, said, hey, this gonna be it. This is the team, you know. This team